7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, oh man! It's Weeby Tailin from downtown English. I'm John King, and this is... You screwed it up so bad. That's not my job. Told you I didn't want to do it. Why'd you make me do it?
You said you wanted to do it.
No, I did not. Is that on tape? Do we have proof? Any evidence? Nope.
Man. You found us. It's Weeby Tailin. It's Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, brand new time.
Yep.
John wanted to try something out.
It failed.
It didn't do so. As usual, we're shooting live in beautiful downtown Inglis inside of Captain's Cove Outfitters. We're going to have a good show for you tonight. We got the weekend fishing. Tonight's topic, are you seeing red? Are you seeing red because you're pissed at the world? Are you seeing red because there's red fishes out there? I don't know. We'll see. But essentially, we'll be talking about the upcoming and continuous math issues of NOAA. And then we're going to throw in some... I mean, there's only a handful of fish we can keep right now going offshore, so we're going to tell you how to catch hogfish.
We're going to give you bad math.
Got to teach you how to catch the fish that can't be caught, is what we've been told before in the past.
You knock them out with this hog ball.
You drop that right on their head.
Right on their head.
We got
it
that
knocks
out.
them out. They float to the top. They flare out. Their little scales go up, and you catch them. Okay, we're out.
Yep,
We're done.
yep, there we go. So that's how you do it. That's how you catch a hogfish. Was that the? And that was a hog ball.
That was a hog ball.
There we go. So there you go. The heaviest one you could find.
Knock him in the
Drop
head.
it right on the head.
Ow, he says. What the heck? And he looks up and he goes, I'm going to go kick his butt. And then when he gets up there, you net him and throw him in the box. He says, ooh, it's cold in here.
Well, John.
What?
It's our new time. What do you think?
I don't like the dark. I hit cows in the dark. I hate the dark, man. I'm scared of the dark.
Apparently the dark
Cows
has
are
black
scared
cows
too.
in them.
Yeah, the cows are scared of me too. You know, now when I get around cows, they run the other way.
Oh, yeah. Well,
They pointed at me.
They hear
It's
you.
like, don't you talk about me like that.
Yeah, they hear you humming.
I
And they're
eat
like, oh, man, I got to run.
Humming. Humming is good for you. I heard it on the radio this morning that said if you hum, they wrote a book, it makes oxygen for your brain. It makes you smarter at that time, but only at the time you're humming.
Okay, so I'm exhaling. How am I getting
2
oxygen
is 4
to my brain?
See? 2 plus 2 is 4.
Well, as
How
far
smart.
as John math goes, that's pretty good.
3 times 2 is 5.
John, let's see if we've got anybody even tuning in on this 7 o'clock start time tonight. See if anybody remembered. What do you think? Do you think anybody's there? Well, there's some comments there, so, you know. Oh, and we do have a couple people on there. I see the number. It's not as high as it normally is, but there is a number.
They're lost today.
Yep,
They're
yep,
lost
yep.
in the spectrum.
Look at that, John.
They're in the spectrum.
Chris was our first commenter today. Good afternoon, guys. Chris Grabner there.
How'd he do that? How'd he do that? How'd he beat Bobby P from Tennessee?
Followed by Bobby.
Yeah. Dang it, Chris. Dang it, Chris.
Denise must have been taking a nap.
Yep, Denise was sleeping.
So
She says, blast you, Chris and Bobby.
Yep, that's funny. There we go.
She forgot.
Patriots says, well, 4th place ain't bad. But he was the first one to hit the like button. Good job, brother.
Well,
Good
there
job.
you go. There's the first. Dale was at one of our city electric supply stores today.
Was he?
He texted me a picture of a bulldog laying in their store sleeping on the ground.
There we go. Speaking of Dale, Dale says someday he'll be a winner too. Until then, like and share.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dale. We appreciate that. Let's see. Who else is on here? Chris said, and now live from Inglis, it's Wednesday night. Casey's on. Let's see. Bonnie with State Farm is on. Chris says I was taking lunch. Thought, what the hell?
Oh,
yeah.
shoot, it's we be Tailin time.
Yeah. Well,
Late
he took a big swing and was first commenter. How about that? There's David. Howdy, Tailors, he says. Ty is on. Hello. Sam is there. Yo. Thomas is on. Him and James. All right. Doug is there. Justin is there. John King. The man, oh man, oh man.
One job.
Michelle is on. I saw her this weekend. And Forrest.
One job.
Or Frost, I'm sorry. My
Forrest.
gosh.
Forrest.
And Forrest.
Hey, Forrest. I'm working on the boats, Jenny.
Look at there. Tyler's on.
Yeah.
I just won a bet.
John had one job. John had one job. One job, and I can't get it right.
Rick is on. Looking at all my fishing party and friends on here.
All right, I guess it's time for another.
Rick's turned into quite the party.
Yeah, it's turned into another. What we gonna have another shindig? We're gonna call it the real dig.
We'll possibly have a
Let's
spring
have a Christmas
fling.
party.
Oh my.
Let's just party.
Do I have
Party.
to do
Isn't there a
anything?
song?
Can we just party?
Isn't there a song party all the time? Party all the time.
Well, my girl likes to party all the
Yep.
time. Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
All right.
Can't we just be partiers?
Man, oh man, oh man. Oh no, did John bump your head?
I think so.
Susie's on. James Goodfellow, which is Keith, it says right there. Jessica is on. Howdy, Jessica. Yep. Jessica, in our conversation there, as discussed, we'll work out whatever you want to do. We will make it happen, and
What the heck
just
is
let me
that?
know when you want to go.
What's that?
They want a trip. So,
Oh, yeah,
They want
yeah.
a backwater
They're
trip,
ready.
but they may want to swap it to a grouper casting gig thing.
Oh,
maybe.
that's smart. Yeah, that would be
yeah.
fun.
So,
Ooh.
we're going to work it
So
out.
much fun. Can't keep them, but
There
you
we
can
go.
chunk towards them.
That may be Scott right
It
there.
is so
Time
much
for some
fun.
shine.
Time to get your
sis.
shine on. That's a
So-
song too.
I come across this mason jar,
Mm-hmm.
and this stuff is good.
Uh-oh.
And I only bring it out when, I've got people that can appreciate, be like, here, get a little bit of this. Oh my God, that's the best ever, blah, 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 blah. I'm
Really?
like, oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Where do I get it? Oh no.
Oh no. No.
No,
Oh
it's mine.
No.
All right, Rick says, we must be stupid as hell. I still can't figure out how to donate to the show. Months now. Got Laura on a laptop and still can't figure it out. I miss our 19-year-old. All right, let's see. I might
Old
be able to
people
find
and
this.
computers.
Yeah. Let's see. Where do I
you
have?
humming?
No, I was trying to think. All right, so here we go. All right. As you're watching said video, if you don't have it on full screen, you have what you see, and then you got the description at the bottom. Somewhere along there, it'll say like, show more, or whatever. Click on show more. And right there, it says, if you enjoy what we do, click here by giving us a little tip. Your donation goes to improving the show, and there's a link. If you've got PayPal, all you have to do is hit that link and fill in the blanks.
Send the money.
And send lots of money.
Yep. Send money.
And if you do it while we're on
kids
the show.
I gotta feed.
Yeah, if we
Send the money.
if it happens while we're on this screen, the golden grouper comes
That's
up,
right.
spins around.
It spins, and
Yeah.
it goes, you have wasted $3.
Even the computer says, you dumbass, you get that money?
You've wasted $3. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, all right, John. So we've got some people on. We're having some fun.
Oh, God.
Take off the old man specs here for a second.
I have an eye appointment
You have an eye appointment?
to the doctor.
That's normally what
Dr.
they are.
Walmart.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not to the Walmart doctor.
He no good.
A real optometrist.
He no good.
Yeah.
He $80. That's enough.
Oh, you're going to the Walmart one.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart.
bad?
Well, no, not necessarily. I went to Walmart one time. I had a piece of metal get in my eye like over the weekend. Nobody was open or whatever
And
the
he
case
did it?
might be. So I went to an optometrist there at Walmart, and they got it out.
Really?
They brought out the little drill,
Oh,
drilled in my
man.
eyeball, and
No
they got
way.
it out. Yeah.
Wow. So he does that kind of thing, huh?
It was a she, but
Well,
that really
okay.
doesn't
Well,
matter.
that don't
But
matter,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Yeah.
I'm going to have my Warby Parkers on.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, well, that scared me. So, anonymous. Somebody was ashamed to admit they gave us $1.
$1.
That's funny. I got a pretty good idea who that probably is.
The lady, yeah, the only person that knows how to do it. There's
the one
only
person
one
that has
knows how to
figured
do
out
it.
how to make
So
it happen.
at the McDonald's today, my dinner was $11.42. So the lady says, "Would you like to donate your 58 cents to the blah blah blah?" I said no. She
Times
said,
are
"What?"
tough.
And I said, "No. I donated to this cup right here in this truck so I can wash this truck with the quarters. That's my donation." She didn't like that. She got mad at me. She dropped one of my quarters on the ground out the window.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I was ticked. I couldn't get it. I said, "Well, I guess I donated a quarter."
Somebody was going to get it, John. You paid that cord forward, right?
I don't do $1. Must be Tyler playing with me.
Funny. All right.
God. Oh, God.
John, let's get into it here.
Yep.
We went to the Blackwater Fishing Club last week on Thursday. Had a good little meeting. That was actually quite informative, John. So, for the longest time, you know, they've been doing the grass restoration in you know, the Kings Bay area and all that good stuff, trying to get that new grass to grow and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
And we've seen it. We've seen them doing it's not dredging, because we found out that their little vacuum hose only uses a 3-inch nozzle, and that's not big enough to be considered dredging, you know, but they're sucking up
It's
crap
a layer,
off the bottom.
a layer sucker upper.
Yep. So they're sucking up the smut and the
Yep.
dead crap down there on the bottom. They're sucking that up into these big giant bags, which if you've been out there in Kings Bay, you know
beat
where they
the
have
bags.
all the bags. And my main question was,
Why are you beating the bags?
I said, look, why do I look up there and see a guy with a giant PVC pole beating the hell out of these bags? And apparently
Everybody wanted to know, too, because you weren't the only one. They were just afraid to ask. Like, why are you beating those bags?
Yep. And apparently, you know, the solids sometimes move to the top, and they go ahead and hit it with that PVC pipe, and that sends all the solids back to the bottom.
Tyler said it wasn't him that donated the money.
Oh, well then, all right.
It was
That's
somebody
who
else.
I figured, you know.
It wasn't me. Oh,
So
God.
there we go. But yeah, so no, it was very informative.
It was very informative, and
yeah,
they're
they
making
did
the
a good
grass
job.
grow.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So that's good on them.
Yep.
You know, so that was informative.
It was
And
very
then
informative.
and then
they
they
were
had
very
the-
nice people, very good speakers.
They had the tournament, John,
Yep.
which you know, we'll talk about our part of it there a little bit later in the show. You know, I can't believe what you did to me. But that's
Oh
all right,
man,
you know.
I done told everybody. I owned up to my crappy ass netting skills.
Lack of.
That's what I said. My crappy ass netting skills.
But we're gonna get to that later.
Crappy ass netting skills. I told everybody that it was my fault.
There we go. So let's look at the winners right here. In the redfish category, it looked like Kai got first place there with his redfish, and David followed up with second. And then I think David had first place trout, and Jeff and I tied for second. Our poor little trouts weighed exactly the same.
I think all three of those trout weighed exactly the same. I think they were brothers from another trout mother.
Lordy, yep.
Oh God.
That's funny. But
They were brothers from another trout
They
mother.
said, guys, get together, act like you like one another. So
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, because you all three were standing a foot apart. How the heck do I take a picture when y'all standing 6 foot apart from each other? Like, I don't like you. I don't like you either. Well, I don't like you either. Well, good.
Yeah, we had lots of fun. I mean, you and I had lots of fun. We caught a poop load of fish.
Oh, we got a bunch of fish.
And again, we'll talk about that here a little bit later. But that was fun. I enjoyed that. I did. I just enjoyed it. That was fun. Other than
me not netting your winning prize-winning fish and another fish coming off the hook. We'd have had it all won. We'd have won it all. We'd have won it all.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Didn't. Didn't.
There we
Not
go.
to take away from the thunder from everybody else, but we should have won it all.
Yeah. Well, That's how it goes.
That's the way it goes in tournaments, though. Not much you can do about it.
All right, so moving right along here. John, believe it or not, nobody sent us a Captain's Corner this week.
Oh, wow.
And if you did send it and I didn't get it, I do apologize. Yep. I couldn't find it, But if you do want to send one, John, here you go. You send it to CaptainEricKC@gmail.com or Shasta McNasty Fishing on Facebook, or text it to 352-220-3206. Remember, Captain's Corner is just a local fishing report. Film it on your phone like this, please. Not so much like this. Give us 15 to 30 second fishing report on the area that you're fishing, kind of what you're using, if they were biting, not biting, and we'll make you YouTube famous. For 15, 30 seconds. It's lots of fun. All right. Who commented here? Let's see. Got a 15.5-inch hogfish out by Marker 12 2 weeks ago on Jake's boat. Well, there you go. Nice.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, Jay, Keith, I got to ask you, was that total length or was that to the fork?
Things that make you go,
All right. Casey didn't get to fish this week. Sorry, brother. You know what? So Dale says the weather sucked this weekend. Really, if you stayed close, it wasn't bad at all.
You had to stay close, though. Don't go out.
We heard people trying to go out, and they said they got so far out in the channel, and then it kind of picked up. But if you stayed close,
it was fine.
It was fine. I mean, you and I.
Dale could have done
no
fine
issues,
with his wife if they'd have stayed where he fishes at. He'd have been okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
now there was no water.
Well, eventually it started out with
so
plenty.
You would had it started out with plenty, but eventually there was no water, so you just had to get out of there at the time that the water was going out. You wouldn't get stuck.
Yeah. You got to play it smart, John.
Yeah.
You got
to the
play
fork.
It smart.
He quickly nailed you. He said to the fork.
To the fork.
To the fork.
He didn't nail me. I was hoping he was.
I mean, I want him to nail you. That sucker was 19 inches overall and 15 after the fork.
There we go. Yeah, it's a good deal. So John, we're moving. Are we moving right along?
Yeah, we're moving right along.
Are we?
Yep. We need a commercial.
Oh, no, we don't need a commercial. We got to talk about Bonnie with State Farm before we go to commercial.
Okay, that's right.
Wow.
I skip it.
You can't get the man-oh-man right.
Somebody bring food in already?
Somebody bring food?
No.
If they brought food, they didn't send me any pictures of bringing food.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we ain't have nobody doing this.
So, not yet. So it's time to talk about Bonnie with State Farm. If you haven't got an insurance quote from Bonnie with State Farm, you need to give her a call at 352-484-0905. Either Bonnie or one of her awesome staff give you a quote that may save you a lot of money. I know we've got over 100 tailors have saved money so far.
Yeah.
I know this.
Wow.
I know this.
Wow, that's how many?
That's what I've heard.
Holy mackerel.
The rumor train tells me.
Oh, wow.
That
let's build on that.
We've got over 100 tailors.
Let's make it 200 because 100 people can't be wrong. Can't be wrong.
Or how many millions voted for Biden?
We could be wrong. We could be wrong.
How did those numbers work?
Yeah, we could be wrong.
All right, there we go. David says today was flat. Denise says that ain't worth getting up for. Jessica is on tonight. Yep. Last 2 days were flat. Yep. It's never flat on the weekend. Right?
Never. Yeah, only during the week for flat.
Casey said he's got a bag of food ready to donate. Just needs to get over here a day to go fishing. Because Casey does not live right here. I used to think he lived right here close, but he's not far, but he's not close either. So he's got to make a trip over here to fishing. Oh, look at that. Keith says yesterday was very hot on the Reds. All right. So I'm going to tell you, these Reds are confused, but they're hungry. They don't know if they need to be in or out, but they're hungry. When you stumble upon where they at, you know how many we were catching in a row.
They were hungry, and they were eating.
They was hungry. They was hungry. What do we got? We got something else here. More food. Us two got a bag of food. There we go. Yep. All right, cool. So the food be coming. So everybody's talking about food, John, and let me explain why they're talking about food.
Why are they talking about
So,
food?
As you know,
hungry.
Bonnie is the sponsor of the show, and she typically sponsors a monthly contest. Well, Bonnie said, you know what? I want somebody to have an awesome holiday Christmas dinner that would consist of, say, $100 gift card from Publix.
Wow.
And a $100 gift card from the Honey Baked Ham.
Wow.
I think I could have a darn fine Christmas meal with
You eat
that.
prime rib when that comes around. You do have a damn fine.
I have had in the past, yeah. But I mean, $100 at Publix and $100 at
That's
the
dang
Honey
fine.
Baked.
But see, we can't win that. We got to eat the prime rib.
Who said we can't win?
We're not allowed to win? We're allowed to win this? Wait a minute. I got a bag of food out there in the van. Don't make me be the first. I'll go get food right now.
So what we're doing, Bonnie come up, she said, look, let's do a food drive. And I said, okay, that sounds great. So all you've got to do, come in here to Captain's Cove,
Make food.
take a picture of your food donation,
Yep.
can of beans, you know, them little crunchy onion things. I mean, it doesn't
Take
matter.
some Andrew's food out of the refrigerator, take a picture of it, put it up there and say, Andrew, no food for you.
Bring the non-perishable stuff.
Non-perishable.
Yeah, bring it on in, take a picture and send it to me. Then we'll put your
I
name
mean,
in a
you can
bucket.
do like spaghetti in a
drop it
box
out.
and SpaghettiOs in a can.
I need it.
All kinds of
Non-perishable.
goody
yeah,
things. Beanie
yeah.
weenies, all kinds of goodies. All right,
You
I'm going to
can.
get some beanie weenies so I can get my name in the hat.
Do you eat those out on the boat?
Oh, I love them.
Do you?
No.
Are you a Vienna sausage guy?
No. I
Yeah.
hate them things.
I
They're gross.
find those to be
They're
super
salty.
If you like Vienna sausage, you like Spam. And
Yes.
So if you like Spam, you like
You
Vienna
like Vienna
sausage. I
sausage,
mean,
yeah.
you know, because I mean, it's really all the same
Yeah.
parts and pieces in a
Yeah.
salt solution.
Salt. It's just a straight salt wiener.
Well, I like Spam. No, I don't like
wiener.
Spam.
No, no.
Good to know, John.
It's a
Good to
wiener in
know.
a can.
It's a bunch of little wieners in a
Yeah,
can.
it's like 6 little wieners in a can with salt on them.
salt brine.
Salt brine.
Yeah, I think you could use them for bait.
I bet you the fish wouldn't even like them
Ooh,
dang
catfish
things.
bait right
Yep.
there for sure.
He says he loves Spam.
Who?
Denise. But she don't like the sausages.
Love Spam, hate Vienna sausage.
See?
I don't understand.
I don't
understand.
It. Denise
I don't
does
understand.
not like the sausage, but likes the Spam in the can. Ugh. See, I don't like Spam in the can. Is it green eggs and Spam?
No.
What is Spam? Is a can you got to undo with a piece of metal, right? You do this thing and it wraps the metal around. Is that how Spam come
I
out the
think
can?
they used to have its
Yeah.
own little opener. I don't know
And
if
then-
it still does. Stacy likes Spam. I don't
Really?
care for it. Yeah, I don't
Spam.
like.
Isn't there something else in a can too? What else is in a can?
There's a lot of things
Ham in a can, Spam in a can. Because we took it
Possum
and we
peckers. You know, you hadn't heard about. You hadn't seen them in the can.
put no,
Yeah.
no possum pecker.
I'm just saying it's in a can. See, that's how you cut John off. Because he would have rumbled for hours.
Kev Dog was waiting for 8.
He was waiting for 8?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know that Kev Dog, he wanted our party to start at 4. You and I were there, John. Where was Kev Dog? He was late.
Corned beef. So we took corned beef
I like corned beef.
and put Scotch bonnet peppers, cut up slightly, and mixed mayonnaise in with it, and took it on the boat. And you just take the piece of bread and you push it in there in the little can that it was already spread around in, and then fold the bread over and make a sandwich. Man, that was good. We ate that in Cayman.
They call that like a salad.
Kinda,
You
but it
had
was good.
corned beef
Hash.
salad.
Corned beef hash?
Salad.
I don't know. It was good though.
You know, kind of like a tuna salad or a chicken salad.
What is
or,
the biggest fish caught in the Gulf?
What is
Marlin. You can catch marlin in the Gulf, bro.
that or Goliath?
Yep.
you
Marlin,
know,
no, big marlin. 1,000-pound marlin in the Gulf.
could be, but
Yep.
that's you know.
Did you burp?
Jaws.
Did you burp?
No, Jaws.
Why do I smell salt?
Salt?
Vienna sausage, I smell.
Oh, now that's subliminal.
Oh my gosh. I swear I just spelled Vienna sausage.
Yep. Let's see. Corned beef John. Okay. Typically, the corned beef I get, I think, comes in a bag.
A bag, way better.
And then
you heat it up with the little peppercorns, right? Peppercorns.
Yeah, but I don't like the peppercorns. I hate peppercorns.
You don't like peppercorns?
No, that's why I can't stand salami.
Capers?
So yeah,
I like capers.
yeah, but the peppercorns, no.
Megalodon. Megalodon.
Find some of their teeth. But there we go. So get you some food. Get it up here to Captain's Cove. Take a picture, send it to me. You'll get your name put in the bucket.
Win big.
On the first day of December that we have the show, we're going to do the drawing to get you $200 worth of gift cards, John, to have one hell of a holiday meal. Rick says 24.3 pound hogfish in the Gulf. Well, that's a good size hogfish, but that's not the biggest fish in the Gulf.
It's a big hogfish.
I would love to eat that fish. There's not many fish that get to go in the cooler, but
them hogfish
don't escape
when
a personal
legal
trip.
size. They go right in the cooler, man, because they're so good to eat.
So good. So good.
So meaty.
All right, John. We are here at our Salt Life commercial time, John, for us to take a little break, take a little sip, and let you guys hear about our big sponsor, Salt Life. Here we go. Which one are we going to go with? Let's go with this one. We hadn't done this one. All right, welcome back. Big shout out to Salt Life for, supporting Shasty McNasty Fishing, by proxy, supporting We Be Tailin.
What's the letter say?
What's the letter say? Well, John, let's get to the letters.
Let's get to the letters. I need to figure out what they say.
Yep, as you know, this is the point of the show where we give away 20% off your Salt Life order at saltlight.com. All you got to do is be the very first one to type in this code, John. It only works once.
Quickly.
It only works
Go
once.
fast.
Got to be the first one.
Christmas is coming up. Save money.
Oh, dude, you get some stuff. 20% off.
Quickly.
What?
Go fast.
All right, here we go. You ready? Ready? Here we go. Tonight's number, BB23KY0QL4. One more time, BB23KY0QL4. In the year 23, you need a KY4.
How much dough is sticking it up your fishing pole?
There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Look, Keith, he typed it out for everybody just in case, Was that
was
right?
fast.
Was that right?
I don't know. Looks good.
Looks good to you.
Go with it. We're going with it.
John, I got to say, if you enjoy quality entertainment,
make a golden grouper.
This shoe,
No.
make a golden grouper.
Make a golden grouper. No, I'm kidding.
All you got to do is do like RJP Creations did right there and hit that subscribe button, John.
Yep. Another. Is that a hogfish or a red grouper?
It's a red.
He's banned.
That was a grouper. He's
banned.
Yeah. You just got to push him.
We banned him. Yep.
You got to push him. You can't. You got to push it. You can't catch that one. You can't keep him right now. So.
John has no reply to that. Close to Laura's guess.
Huh?
I don't get it.
I don't know.
What?
Rick's partying. Rick's probably into margaritas.
He's right. I have no reply.
Yeah.
I'm confuted.
I have no response for that.
Yep.
All right, there we go. All right, John, where are we?
Trips.
What are we doing? Trips. All right, trips. So we talked about it. John and I fished together on Saturday. We went back in the mud boat kicking it. So the cool thing about the mud boat is it's not always got to be the super negative, low tide, do whatever,
high tide.
we Saturday morning, tide was up and was just starting to go out.
Yeah,
so
them
we
fish were happy to eat.
We pushed back. We got I don't know. We got to our first spot. We could see, but that sun was just really starting to hit you hard in the eyeballs, just really piercing.
It was solid.
It was bright, and I mean, I think from the first cast, I started catching a couple of. Well, no, was the
switched
first
to a cork.
No. The very first fish was trout winner number 1,
And then the second fish was redfish winner number 2.
and the trout fish winner number 1, that was probably 21 to 22, 23
keep
inch.
telling yourself
trout.
that.
I don't know. It was a nice freaking trout.
Keep telling yourself that. I'm going to go bigger because I saw him. I was standing up there looking at him, not getting the net.
I saw you looking at him.
I was like, oh my God, look at the size of that trout. Oh, look, he gone.
It's like, So
My bad.
John's up on the front deck, which we determined a couple weekends ago. John doesn't move fast enough.
No, I got bad knees.
Yeah. So he's up on the front deck.
I was humming. I was lost.
I've got the fish hooked up, and trout have a tendency to just spit jigs, relatively easy.
Yeah, and he did.
So I'm like, all right, let's just keep pressure on him. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep constant pressure on him right here at the boat until John just grabs that net and then scoops him up. Well, John was in a daze just staring at the fish.
I couldn't believe how big the trout was.
And I'm like, John, grab the net. So he finally got into net activation mode.
And the trout gone.
And about that time, whoop, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no.
See, this is not a team sport when you play this. This is fishing for yourself. And see, I just didn't want you to have that trout.
I started to really, really believe that. I really, really did.
This is not a team sport. This is against each other, and ain't nothing your fish.
Oh, you didn't have a reply to the Rick's thing.
I didn't.
The reply is
nothing.
usually your thing.
I know,
and I jumped in on it.
Nothing. Yeah.
You did the man-oh-man. I took the
I had
code
nothing. Yeah. So I just figured out something.
Yeah.
We were talking about the fish eating when it's low tide or high tide, and they're less or whatever. So I equate it to this. If you have a redfish sitting there and you throw a beautiful, nice, fat shrimp up in front of him and he has just eaten and he's full, he's like me. You throw a piece of sushi in front of me and I've just eaten, I'm going to eat that sushi. And that redfish is the same way.
Is he now?
Yep. They eat. They're going to eat.
Yeah?
They're not turning down a free meal in the wintertime.
Well, it was
because
only...
they need the calories.
It was only 2 or 3 fish later, which were dinks, 12, 13-inch reds, that all of a sudden the drag was going.
Boom.
And we're like, oh, you come to the top. You know how reds boil.
I know.
And we're like, oh. And then we saw him, and we went, oh.
And he said goodbye, too.
Somehow, some way,
he come off.
Halfway to the boat.
How does this happen?
Bloop, and he gone. And I'm like, oh.
And then I caught a snook right after that. I mean, we're talking, there was some good fish in this hole, man.
And it went, and it went, and it went, and then it went, and then it went.
That's right.
It was gone.
That's right. They were full.
We
had fed them.
Well, I mean, it just stopped.
It just stopped.
It
stopped.
It was like, all right, John, let's roll. So we rolled back out. Again, as we talked about being in the mud boats, you want to move out with the tide. Don't get stuck in the tide.
Don't go in.
So we're moving out to a spot that we normally catch good fish, and I think almost right off the bat you landed. But then you got on the one redfish.
Yep. So I let him go, and I should have kept him.
Was that the one we let go?
No, we let them all go.
Oh yeah, we
let solid fish go because we thought we were going to get better.
So
and if you learn, you don't do that.
Yeah. So we were catching cookie cutter 21 to 22 inch redfish, kind of what seemed like back to back to back, and we're like, you know what, John, we're going to get bigger. Good. We're going to get bigger, and the reds didn't get bigger.
Nope.
Since the day went on.
Smaller.
Yeah. Now everywhere we went except for one stop, we caught
fish, but one stop.
Yeah.
One spot that I called was a terrible spot. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you did. You did call. I thought it was a great idea.
I know, but they were not there.
Yep,
Those fish were not. The current was just moving too fast or something. I don't know.
But
they just weren't eating there.
That particular day, I know that we had 100 shrimp.
Yeah.
And
We used them all.
we ran out of shrimp. We
threw
used
some
a little
artificial.
bit of we caught a lot on
we threw
artificial. The Q8.
Yeah.
That's
We caught some fish on
been
the Q8.
been working the Q8 baits quite a bit, and they work. I haven't caught a monster yet, but the Q8 baits do work. We caught plenty of reds and trout on the Q8, and very little on the cut bait, which cut bait has been the go-to for us here lately. But it just cut bait wasn't really getting it done the other day. But where's our pictures here? Let's see. Boom. Alrighty. So there's a little bit of what we did right there, John, and that's like I said, those were solid, solid fish. But I mean, 21, 22 inch on the regular, just couldn't get bigger than that. And by the time we started worrying, it's like, damn it, should we have held on to it? And as the day progressed, we're kicking each other in the butt going, John, one of those 18s could have been the winner on a day like that day. But, lo and behold, Kai came in with a good fish. So that kind of made us not feel so bad.
We didn't feel so bad.
We may have been second. I don't know. David had a good fish as well right there that seemed to be in that cookie cutter 21 to 22 inch, as well. So it's just weird how it worked out. But I mean, as far as a great day and having fun catching fish,
had plenty of fish.
You couldn't
Drum,
ask for
snook,
anything. Yeah.
Trout, reds, 4 fish, kinds, flavors.
Yeah.
Boom, we caught them.
Now, John, I'll tell you, we had the time change this weekend. I did the same identical trip the following day with one of our sponsors, Native Nautical Mailboxes. Everybody knows them for the beautiful things,
beautiful stuff they give to us.
That they give to us, that we give to you guys. And they had a blast. He had never been like in the back, and again, Katie had not been back there in the back. Oh, David said his was 24. All right. Well, no, we wouldn't have won. All right. Thank you, David.
The one that got away, you let go.
Oh,
of.
no, yeah. That was
that was a 27-inch fish, maybe, right there, 26, 27.
So there we go. So a lot of what we had done the day before. Some, I think our biggest that day was a 25-inch red, and then followed by a lot of those 21 to 22s that were a blast to catch. We caught a lot of dinks, 12, 14, 15, up to 18, 19. But, I mean, we just, lots of those 21,
Lots
22s.
of them good
and
fish,
I mean, it's something to be said when you throw the bait out there and 2 seconds later, bump, and you're on. I mean, it's just, it's a blast. So, we had a lot of fun. Katie caught a real nice snook. She's not one for holding them, so so he was holding it. But, John, I got to tell you, this trip had a little bit of tragedy.
Uh-oh.
And so for those that don't know, you not only am I Captain Eric Hasty, you can refer to me as the Reverend.
The ordained one. The ordained one.
So I happened to recently marry this couple here.
Uh-oh.
And Tommy and I were doing a little out of the boat experience here. And Tommy was kind of walking around a little bit and, kind of like we were talking about, about getting your feet stuck and all that good stuff. Well, he kind of hit a little bit of mud and he just went to put his hand down to brace a little bit. And his hand got a little muddy, just a little dirty, a little muddy. He says, I'm going to rinse it off in the water. So he puts his hands in the water and he goes, I just lost my wedding ring. Yep. So I'm like, oh, let's try to find it. So, I mean, water's only, that deep in where it fell, but, it's in the soot and it's in the crap and, it's muddy and all
Please
that good
tell me
stuff.
you found the ring.
No, we didn't find the ring.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But if anybody.
Wait, stop.
Hammer time.
This is the second damn wedding ring been lost on your shitting ass boats.
I can't help it. Stacy threw her ring away. She didn't want to be married no more.
This ain't one.
She said, pooh.
This two.
Yeah. I can't help it. People got
Listen
big
now,
old ring fingers.
There's no more rings on Eric's boat allowed when they go. They take them off.
I don't wear one out there.
Look here.
Yeah. No jewelry.
No jewelry allowed.
Yeah.
What the? Okay, so do you remember where the spot is?
Yes, I know exactly where it's at. So,
Okay, so
if any
look,
of our
look,
tailors
I have a metal detector.
have one of them like waterproof
I
ones,
have
because
a
we may have to
waterproof-
stick it in the water
I have
a
a
little bit.
waterproof metal detector.
The benefit is do you have one that tells you what the metals are?
Yes.
You could search for something
Gold.
in particular.
Gold.
What? This one's titanium.
Damn it!
It's not. Yeah, it's
oh,
not. It's
man.
not gold.
It's gonna
So-
take Bobby. It'll take Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby's got the metal detector
Bobby.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, if somebody does happen to have
Yeah,
one
Bobby's
of those
got
things,
the one then for platinum.
let me know.
You said
and-
titanium or platinum?
titanium.
Titanium.
Yeah, titanium ring.
So,
Yeah. But it was engraved, had an octopus
no,
on
don't
it,
stop
and
that.
had
Damn it, man,
had
that's the shit.
her name in it or something.
I mean,
you
that's
know,
the poop.
you know.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Yep. So, you know, I know where it's at. It's only
Okay,
well, at the
so
time.
look.
Yeah.
Tide's going to move that thing around. So you need to get your butt back out there with.
I don't know how much it's going to be, you know, because it probably went right into that mud. So, you know, I don't think it's moving too much.
We've got to have I'm telling you, Bobby's got the metal detector to find this thing.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Tommy's watching the show. He
Yeah.
says $100 if you find it.
Yes, Bobby has the metal detector that will find this thing.
Yeah.
Mine, I don't know if it'll do titanium. It should, but
Yeah.
I've got one and we can try.
Yeah, okay.
I'm game to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want no money.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not going to take
well, it's-
money from somebody.
It's right there at Seagram 7. So,
Yeah.
you know where
okay,
it's
so
at.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Golly,
Yeah, yeah,
because it shouldn't push that hard through there, but I guess it could.
I don't know. I don't think it
On
would
the
move
right or the left?
as you're going
Sand?
in on the right. Right there by the limb that we normally park at. Yeah, we should be able to get it.
Maybe. I think I
I
can
don't
find it. I can find it. I can find it. I can do it.
So either way, I
don't
mean,
want
that
no
was
money,
just.
But I can do it. I think we can do it.
Yeah. So we
gotta
had
try. We gotta
had
try.
a great trip. Lots of fish caught.
Yep.
The day kind of ended. You know.
Yeah.
And what I mean, you know, you figured that out on your own.
We
but,
can try it. We can try it. We can
So-
do this. We can do this. I can do this.
But I do got to point out though, when we go fishing, Tommy comes fishing with me and all that good stuff. He makes the captain a real fine sandwich. You
He
know,
does?
I think that
What
should be a
kind?
standard.
What
you
kind?
know. They get this real fancy ham from somewhere, and then it's got the lettuce and
I
the
brought
mayo
Lunchables and you
and
didn't- oh, no, I
and
brought
the banana
chicken.
peppers and
I brought
the
chicken.
French loaf or whatever.
Well,
and
his sounds way better than my chicken, but my chicken was pretty
your
spot
chicken
on.
was good. Yeah. But I
But
mean, I
that
just think
sounds
that
pretty
should
good,
be,
though.
that should be, you know,
That's
I think
a requisite.
that a Wawa Republic sub should be a request.
Uh-huh.
You know, you bring the captain
those
something to
public
eat,
subs
right?
are pretty good. Yeah. I bought you some stinking chicken. Quit whining.
And it was good. We ate that.
We did. We ate that on
A
the
few
way in.
times on
Yeah.
the trip.
We had a good time with that. Oh man!
All right, so there you go. Anybody
All
got a
right,
metal
we can do
detector that, we can play
I
with?
don't
Let
want
us
to
know.
take a chance, but like I said,
Yep.
Bobby's got the one though. Bobby's a metal detector fool. Bobby is the man.
All right, John. There you go. Speaking about eating, John. Go get you some Sonny's barbecue
Oh.
right there. Go see Josh.
I got him in the truck. I got
Yep.
him in the truck. I'm glad that came up.
What do you got in the
I
truck?
got 4 gift certificates in the truck. Plus they're giving more, but they're in the truck.
Okay, well,
So, yeah, we'll
we
have
got
one.
we got the 2 right here. For,
Oh, we
you know,
got them?
tonight.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, yeah,
So
don't
cool.
forget to give those.
All right, cool. Yeah.
If you see me at Sonny's, I didn't win them.
There we go.
I stole them.
All right, John, roll it into Spotted by right here. We spotted, and
Frost says he always brings you a sub.
yep. I'm not 100% sure on how to pronounce this, but
Uh-oh.
K-A-I-O,
Kyo.
something.
Kaya.
Kyo. I don't know, but this is Rick's grandson. Yeah, this is Rick's grandson right there.
Kia.
So is that not the
Kia?
cutest little picture right
That
there?
is.
That's
It's
pretty
amazing.
awesome. Yep.
Ko.
And then we spotted Nate right here. We actually saw Nate on the,
we saw
the
him.
river the other day. Yep. And he's got a little bit of that Q weight right there, that purple one.
Yep.
I'll tell you, the purple.
Purple works well.
Purple
Pink,
works well.
pink and purple, very
Yep.
good.
So that Q
I
weight
saw you
purple.
catch fish on pink and purple.
And then, John, who's that guy?
I can't tell. I can't tell. Who is that guy?
We spotted Tyler. He's above the
He's
mud
above
line.
the
That's
mud
why
line.
you didn't
Oh,
recognize
that's
him.
why I
Yeah,
didn't
He's
recognize
above
him.
the mud
He's
line.
above the mud line. Oh, man. That's why I didn't know he was.
There you go.
I can't see. Oh, I'm so glad when I get the appointment. I can get my Warby Parkers.
What's that?
That's a joke. It's a glass thing. Make your Warby Parkers. We'll let you try 5 for free, and then you buy one.
Oh, okay. Was that the Columbia Music House
No, it's
whatever that was?
Yeah. It's a glass hut.
All right, John. Here we go. Tonight's topic: are you seeing red?
Yes, I'm getting madder and madder as I get redder.
Oh, there you go. So that's is that a code for you're getting mad?
Yes,
are you
that's a
seeing
code.
red, or are you seeing red because
I'm seeing
these
red
fish,
because there's a red grouper and a red hogfish. But I'm telling you right now, boy, look, let's just face it, guys. If you really on it, I know you look. Now, we've all heard since we were a little kid that the world is going to end, the sky is falling, the fish are all going to be gone, there'll be nothing left for the kids, there's nothing left for the future, blah, 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 blah. It's all been one big lie. And if you feed into this, then you're part of the problem. I'm sorry. If you want to be that little Rudy Tooty Pooty Booty, and that's what you're going to be, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, look, I have no skin in this game, okay?
Well, you do. You like the fish.
But I could go out there and throw the fish back. But look, that's not when you stand for something.
You can for now, but I'm sure that
when in the end they're going to say you're hurting them next. So look, let's get something straight, guys. Me, I don't care. B, I care about the people that have charter businesses. I care about the captains. I care about livelihoods. I care about boat salesmen. I care about shop owners. Yeah. I care about people that sell fuel. I care about people that make that boat together for you and make a living off this. This is not about one person. This is about livelihoods.
You mean our whole
America has a problem already to start with, and all we're doing is adding to it. You take government bureaucracy and you put, don't you do it? Because this is what I'm telling is the truth. I don't want you stopping me from talking. Now, listen very carefully. You fall into the trap.
From your face. There you go.
You fall into the trap of this bull crap. You have fallen into something that is a lie.
Yep.
There are not any fish missing out of that ocean. B, they have no idea what's in that ocean. C, they are full of crap. They are government hired officials to do a job that they are afraid of losing. If they don't say there's no fish out there, then they will lose their job because they know that. They're making $200 grand a year. This is taxpayers' dollars paying for these jobs. It's you and me who work, pay for them to say you can't fish.
Unelected officials.
Unelected officials, whatever you want to call them. They're full of crap. They are liars. I hate to use that word because my daddy said never call somebody a liar. But I'm telling you right now, they're liars. And people don't like it when I say that because, John, you're mean. John, you don't know what you're talking about. Wrong, 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 and wrong. I've called this. I've continued to call this. These people are full of crap. Now you may continue.
All right. Well, there you go. So John got his rant.
I had to turn red.
There we go. You did.
I was just doing that to turn red.
So a lot of this stems from, we talked about, the gag season being cut short, earlier, and the emergency stances they're taking on information base from 2019. Okay, so we already know that is some BS. There is a video out right now. If you go check out Dylan Hubbard's page on the old book face right there, he's got a good video kind of depicting what NOAA is up to now and what they're doing. And the video might be a little bit long, but there's some really good information in here that he discusses. Some of it he calls good news, which is very mediocre good news, and the rest of it is all just negative, for basically anybody having anything to do with the fisheries. So go check this out on Facebook, and this is kind of where some of this stems from. Everything that he's talking about, you can look up on the NOAA site as far as the findings, the catch records, so on and so forth. So, I mean, this is public knowledge. He's not saying anything out of topic here, I guess, if you will. So that's kind of where this comes from. So if you get a chance, as I was looking for Spotted By today, I saw a couple of tailors have seen this and shared it. So, I mean, that video is kind of getting out there. David says he's watched that video. There you go. I know it was on Denise's page as well. So it's not all doom and gloom, but there are a couple of things, started off. So there was a possibility, John, that red snapper for hire could have been given a few more days by, towards the end of the year. Come to find out, that is not going to happen now. We'll have to wait till next year for more red snapper.
95% catch rate.
So the numbers, John, have come in, and they reached a 95% catch rate.
I want to know.
Are you ranting more, or am I?
Nope.
Talking?
I want to tell one quick
question.
I want to know if any of you, as a private fisherman, has ever been stopped or asked how much red snapper you have and how much one weighs. Leave
Put
that
your
in
comments
the comments. Okay, back to you, Eric.
So there was an opportunity for towards the end of the year having a little more red snapper time for hire. Come to find out, miraculously, we have reached the 95th percentile of what they were going to allow us to catch this go around.
By a couple weekends.
And John, they throw in, because they do not have, and they admit this, they do not have accurate numbers.
They don't have any accurate
data.
They
put in a 30% buffer.
A buffer.
A buffer. So 95% plus 30% puts you way over the catch limit. So so there'll be no more red snapper season, for the rest of this year. So that takes out that piece of red.
Did you?
Right.
Yes.
So that's one of the reds.
That's one of the reds.
So red snapper's done officially
Red
for the rest of the year.
Out.
All right. Let's talk briefly on the gag grouper.
Ooh.
So gag grouper, what they have talked about and proposing, and this is all for next year. This is for the 2024 season. And what they're looking to do in this marvelous study that they're having in their magical plan is, trying not to have such a short season and extending the season by possibly having a 2 fish per boat limit, which was kind of turned down, a 1 fish, or a reduction in the amount, so from 2 fish per person to 1 per person. That was kind of turned down as well.
Yep.
Followed up by no catch zones, creating more zones of no fishing for grouper, because of the spawning times and all that other good stuff.
Can't fish here.
And they say that one's hard to do because they can't already enforce what the sections are that they have now. So they are, quote unquote, trying to do something different next year, but I mean, it's going to be the same basic hoorah that we're going through right now. We're going to have this. It's going to open in September like it did this year,
and they're going to hit their quota.
We'll have no earthly idea how fast this quota will be.
That quota will be hit in 2 weeks. Boom.
So there we go.
You've heard it here. 2-week quota hit.
Well, it's a possibility, but that's the gag grouper, which is not red.
Not red. Gag.
But it makes me red, John.
Yes, it does. It makes me red. Yep.
All right, let's see here. All right, so red grouper. Here is where Noah gets very confused with their math skills again. And again, I know that the education in America, the system, we don't teach math in school anymore. Worth a damn. This what was it? The core math, whatever.
Common core math.
Apparently, they just can't make stuff.
Make stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, apparently. So for the red grouper season, now keep in mind, red grouper used to be open. There was no season.
There was no season.
It was
open.
Red grouper. It was open. Okay.
Have at 'em.
Then they established, well, we're going to create this amount of, and when you hit this weight, we'll go ahead and close the season, kind of establishment. And that happened, a little while ago. And apparently this year, they really wanted to put the brakes on red grouper. So if you were there, I know there was a question up here about commercial fishermen. If you were a commercial fisherman and you had stock in, which basically means you could go and catch red grouper, that was actually taken away from you.
Yes.
If you let's just say that you had 80% of something.
Yep.
They
If you've
took
got
half of that
1,000
away,
pounds,
so now you were
it
down
dropped
to
to
40.
500.
Yeah, you were down to
Yep.
40. You know, so you were half of what
Yep.
you would normally be able to keep.
The quota's
red
killed.
grouper wise. So the commercial fishermen, losing money. Okay,
Yep.
Losing
No
money. They shut our season down early. The for hire guys losing money.
No money.
The recreational guy, not
money.
being able to go have fun, eat, fish, whatever the case might be. So what Noah is saying is that reported red grouper in the first 6 months of the year, 62% of the quota was caught in the first 6 months. And when they discovered this, you're like, okay, that's not too bad. It's a little more than half, okay, but that's not so bad. Apparently there was like 19 more days, or they gave you 19 days. Something happened, but up to that point, 62% of the quota was caught in 6 months. The next 19 days, come by, and they finally get the numbers on what was caught in 19 days, the last 19 days of the season. Okay, John? They said in those 19 days, after those 19 days, that we were at 130%. So we were at 62. It took 6 months to get to 62%, John. But in 19 days, we were miraculously at 130%. Are you bringing out the calculator to see, what the math is on that? Yep. So in 19 days.
34%.
So in 19 days, 72% of the quota was caught. That's what Noah is trying to tell you. They're going to have to make sense of that, John. I don't, Common Core, nonsense, whatever. How do you have 6 months and only acquire 60% of the quota, or 62% of the quota, but in 19 days, not only have you exceeded quota, you're 30% above it in 19 days. How the hell does that happen?
If I lied to my dad and I stuck my hand as a buffer in between what I was fixing to get hit with, I would get hit again.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Just so you know, on the buffer thing. If that doesn't sum up a buffer, I don't know what does.
Dale says, call me old, but I remember no license and no rules in saltwater. Well, yeah, Dale, you are old. And again, I don't want to be misconstrued here as we want to wipe out all the fish. That's the last thing in the world we want to do. We're all about conservation, save it for the future.
We would never
all that
say
good stuff.
We're
not
knew there
saying
weren't
that.
fish out there. We'd never say that. We wouldn't do that.
Yep.
We're not like that.
So the way the system is set up, John, next year, 2024's quota now, because we were over 30% this year, they're going to take that number off of the 2024 season. So 30% is already coming off the top.
Right off the top.
So the predictions are going to be next year's red grouper season will be over in early April. It'll open in January, and the quota will be met in early April. That's kind of the predictions right here. So that is...
so no gags, 4 months of red grouper.
Yep.
But the good news is they're going to let you catch lane snapper for the rest of the year. There is a halo at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, there you go. The halo, John.
A halo.
The halo. That's the good news is for the rest of the year, they're not going to mess with the lane snapper, the mangrove snapper, or the mutton.
The middle
Yep.
water column species. Middle water column.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, what is the first thing? Who gets on the soapbox? The Gulf fisheries. Who has no idea or doesn't do anything with this is just recommend to Noah, because Noah sets everything. But she says is there aren't any Spanish mackerel, king mackerel, deep water grouper are having a hard time. We're having a hard time catching those.
It's
and
fun.
lane snapper.
So Noah says we don't do this.
We don't do this.
Gulf Council says we don't do this.
That's right.
But all of a sudden it comes out that it's done, and
Yep.
Noah says Gulf Council does that, and
Yep.
Gulf Council says no,
No, we don't do that.
if this is not government bureaucracy at its finest,
pointing
I
fingers
don't know
at your neighbor
what to do.
and saying he done it.
So what can we do, John?
What can we do?
Essentially, you can go to NOAA's website and look up all this information. You can make calls. You can ask for explanations. You can, complain.
Remember that little
I
letters?
guess,
Remember the letters, the KY? Go buy a free bottle of KY. And if you have any problems, I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. I want you to fold it up nice and neat. I want you to stick some KY jelly on it and shove it up your butt.
So,
because that's where it's going to go.
So those 19 days, the fish came in like a Biden votes.
Wow. That about sums it up right there. If I don't know what does.
That's funny.
You
There
hit me
go.
like a wrecking ball, baby.
Now, from a business perspective, they talk about, and Dylan talks about this in his video as well. So for the 4 hired guides, they were making the guides not only have a GPS tracker on their vessel where they knew where you are at every given point,
every
you know
time.
where you're fishing,
Yep.
you're doing all that good stuff. Every day you had to do a fish report of
right.
exactly what you
Reporting.
caught, what you kept, what you let go. So they got you as the individual fisherman, businessman involved in their bureaucracy. Well, some guys in Louisiana, which Louisiana is part of the Gulf of Mexico, some guys up there, they got together, took this to court, went all the way to the Supreme Court, and they got this overturned as it not being constitutional. So the GPS tracking went away, the fish reporting went away, and as far as the government already has its hand in too much business. I can't think of one thing that the government has done that they have fixed
Nothing.
and made, right.
They've never fixed anything.
Yeah. So so they want to try and do some kind of new fish report, because if they can get the fish reporting right, John, then we can get our fishing numbers back up, and they don't ever give anything back, John.
They don't give it
The
back.
numbers don't ever go back. They
If
only
they
take
have
away.
actual numbers in their hands, Lord have mercy, what are they going to do with that?
Yeah.
What are they going to do with that?
Does the 20% off coupon work for bail money discount when the DOJ comes and picks up Eric and John?
You know that golden grouper? Hit that sucker, man. Hit the golden grouper. We need bail money.
That's fun.
Good God, hit the golden grouper.
So, essentially, like I said, there's nothing good in the forecast for catching any of these big fish. And you see what's going on right now. You can't go offshore and keep any of the big fish, which was 1 or 2, per person, whatever. Now we're going out and you're loading the deck with all the lanes, all the
100
snappers,
fish
all the,
on the box.
so
It's
come
coming.
2024,
It's over.
Oh, well, because of this, now all of this has happened.
That's right.
And, so just see the writing on the wall, people.
It's coming, man.
We got to do something. It's revolution up in here, John. No.
You can't.
No.
Again,
it's ridiculous.
I don't even keep fish. But
No.
the problem with this is if you give them
An inch.
they take a mile.
Yep.
And you're not getting any part of your mile back, you're going to lose your inch. I can't get in the mind of a person who wakes up every morning to make somebody else sad. Because what do we go fishing for? To get away from work. When you retire to play golf, go fishing, hang out with your grandchildren, you want to go fishing. But the man says, or the woman, whoever's in charge of these things, just can't understand that they were put on this planet not to make us miserable. And they find a way to make everything that we do, whether it's hunting, fishing, hanging out, make us miserable.
Oh, yeah.
And is it because they live in a city and they never do this? Do they not know what we're doing? Do they not understand that the biggest person that gives to what we do is a hunter and a fisherman? We pay for licenses. We buy the stuff that goes back into this. everything that we do gets put back into this. We don't want to not have, we want to enjoy this. We're the biggest giver. A guy living in New York City behind a desk has never given anything to a manatee, never given anything to a grouper, never given anything to a shark. All he does is type on his computer, "The poor shark's gonna die, and the grouper gonna die because it hurts with a hook in their mouth." The PETA people, these people are all nuts. And until
John,
we learn,
we could have some PETA people watching.
I don't
right
give a
now.
flying rat's ass.
You know how they love to fish.
I know. And the people that are more concerned are us, not them.
John, you know what I want you to do right
They're
now?
not concerned.
You know what I want you to do?
What?
I want you to tell these nice folks here watching us how to catch a hogfish.
Oh, right. Okay.
For real this time,
For
John.
real.
For real.
All right, man.
Because you know, I don't know that you know, but John and I have caught a hogfish
We
before.
are very good hog fishermen. But there's better out there, but we're pretty darn good at it.
Yeah.
I think some of our days records were like 25 caught by, I caught 25 one day on Eric's boat. And we were fishing on the jungle. And what was the other name? What was the name?
After that, I think we called it bacon.
Bacon. Yes, because we were catching so much bacon. So, hogfish, a finicky little critter. Some people say you can't catch one on a hook and line. You got to shoot him with a piece of stick.
Yep.
I call bullcrap on that because that's just another person that doesn't know what they're doing with hook and line.
Sure.
And me and Eric know what we're doing. So look, the best time to catch a hogfish, Eric, is when?
Now.
Slack tide. And now because they're legal to catch and catch. But you'll find that you can catch them on a non-slack tide, but on a slack tide is amazing. If you see the tide's not moving and you're getting bored of catching these grouper that you can't catch and these other fish, wheel that boat around, get it parked on a nice little coral bottom or a nice little sand eating next to a rock cropping, and get you a little small spinning pole out with a real nice live shrimp. Or actually, Eric has said that they caught some on some cut bait. Pretty amazing, but we want shrimp.
In 10 years, two caught on cut
so
bait.
it can happen. But
Yeah, it can
but you want a nice, good, lively shrimp or crab. Crab is a secret. Crustacean. They love crustaceans. But you want to use a nice little spinning rod with like 10 to 15 pound braid, 20 to 30 pound fluorocarbon because you may get a bigger fish on there.
Your redfish, your trout pole.
Your
That's what
trout
you want
pole,
to catch a hogfish.
redfish, good old unit down here at Captain's Cove. Come get you one. Andrew will hook you up. You want like about a 4 or 5 foot long piece of fluorocarbon that's 20 pound to 30 pound test. Nice, good, clear fluorocarbon or a pink fluorocarbon works great. You'll want to use a knocker rig with a nice long shank hook where you can put that thing all the way down and bury that in that shrimp so that it looks nice and natural. If you're using a hog ball, you can hook your shrimp on that hog ball right there. So they say that this hog ball, because it's all one piece, when it hits the bottom, makes a little poof in the dirt. And the hogfish are very inquisitive fish. That's like when a guy shoots one, if he leaves it on the ground sitting there wobbling like that, he can pull another shaft out and the hogfish will come up and they go, "Hey, Fred, what you doing?" And he goes, pow, and he shoots Linda. And he's got 2 hogfish. Or he shoots Ted. Fred and Ted are both dead. So, see how I made that all right? Mm-hmm. But, so they're an inquisitive fish. So this thing hits the bottom, makes a little poof in the dirt. It sits up that little shrimp, and the hogfish goes, yummy, oh, looky. See, like I said, when you throw it in front of a fatty like John, he can eat that shrimp, the hogfish can eat it. So you can catch mangroves, hogs, grunts, lanes for now. Maybe next year, maybe no. But for this year, you can catch those 4 type of fish on this little rig right here. Hogfish is very good eating.
Ratio is going to be about 10 to 15 grunts to one hog.
Yes. Don't
look, get discouraged.
Don't give up.
Yep.
Because that hog's down there. They circle around and they see the dirt and then they get fired up when everything else gets fired up and they make sure there's no grouper around so when they come out they don't get slammed because let me tell you something, Eric caught a kingfish and inside that kingfish's stomach was a mangrove and a hogfish. Oh, yeah. And you tell me that king wasn't hitting eye, he was eating eye on the hog.
He was eating
But yeah, all you need is a trout rod. And they're a wonderful fish to catch. First time I ever had hogfish was in the Keys, and in the Keys at this place was they had a sushi roll, and it said on there, hogfish sushi roll. So one of the guys ordered it, and he gave a piece around to the table, and everybody took a little bite. Well, suddenly there was 8 more hogfish rolls ordered because everybody started digging in. That was the best hogfish I've ever had in sushi. And then I fried. But
we're dying.
No, I got something hung in my throat. But hogfish is an amazing fish to eat. You can tell when you hook a hogfish. Me and Eric will go, catch fish, catch fish. Hey, I got a hog. People be like, how you know that? Just trust me, you'll know that. They fight hard. They're a wonderful fish to catch. They're a sport fish to me. They're a game fish. They're just absolutely good to eat and just a wonderful fish to catch.
So I built my skills in catching hogfish by watching people that don't know how to fish.
Yeah.
When you run somebody offshore.
Listen to this now.
So most people that fish know that, you're going to drop your bait to the bottom. You're going to kind of keep a little bit of tension on it. You're feeling for those bites and you're anxious and you're ready to go. Those people don't catch hogfish.
Nope.
You want to catch hogfish, let that damn thing sit on the bottom.
Lazy angler.
A little bit of slack in the line. Just let it sit. Every now and again, pull up on it. If you've got some weight on it, set the hook. If you don't have weight on it, set it back down.
Leave it alone.
Like I said, just let it be.
A lazy angler.
Lift it up again. If there's weight, like I said, set the hook, and that's your fish.
Lazy angler technique.
When they hit, they don't really run off, do whatever. I mean, they're just kind of nonchalant. They're just down there having the time of their life, and you just kind of pull up and you feel he's there and set the hook. Yeah.
And if he starts moving that line like this, and that line going like this with that rod, that's a hogfish. That's how you know, because they don't come up like a grunt. They fight, and they dig down. They're very
They use their
very
goofy
good.
mouth and
yes.
their
they
shape
open
of
that
their
mouth.
body to really.
It's a heck of a fight. The biggest one I've ever caught, 7.5 pounds, which was amazing, and I caught that on a wreck. That number that me and you fished, where we caught that big Spanish mackerel that day of the tournament, we trolled over and caught that big mackerel. That's the one where I caught that hogfish was, and I mean, you talking about a fight now, and man, they get big, but they're hard to fool. I caught him on a crab. Yeah.
But it's John hit the nail on the head. You'll have your best luck that we have found now. And again, take this with a grain of salt. This is what works for us. That dead tide, slow moving tide, that's when we do the best on hogfish. I mean, it's completely opposite of most of sheep's head and hogfish are a lot of the same. They act the same, they feed the same. We have our best luck on that very slow to no moving tide. Shrimp, crab, like I said, use some type of crustacean. That's what they want. Very minimal. Like I said, 2 times in 10 years, there's been something other than that they bit, and a piece of cut herring or something.
Catch one on a lure.
I still don't believe it was done, but that's what they told me that they had on there. So
we still don't believe it, but maybe.
So what's the average nearshore depth to find hogs? So you can get hogs, not plentiful in 10 foot,
15 to
but
20.
you start getting out to 20 to 30 foot, you'll
That's
get
a
into
good number.
river. You go get them on a little artificial, the fish haven out there.
Yeah,
they're out there. You get out, but you get out there to the 30, 40, definitely.
That's a great number. 30 to 60, we've got some great hog numbers. Sure. In the parking lot? Parking lot's full of hogs. I mean, right now it's hog time. It's time to go get them. Again, we have them this year. Will we have them next year? Who knows? They start seeing these fish kills on the decks, minus the grouper, and you've got 20 hogs laying there and 50 mangroves and 40 yellowtails and 30 lanes. It's probably going to change, but go get them while you can.
And the one thing quasi-different, typically grouper, grunts, that type of fish, you're wanting to be right there on the structure. I mean, you want to be, that fish pulls you and you get pulled in the rocks. That's what you're looking for. You want to be. For hogs, they like the sand.
They like
right
the
off
little
the
edge.
Rock.
They're edge fish.
So maybe just back off the rock a little bit.
Trolling motor, a little bit back with your trolling motor off of it. Find which way the current's kind of dead tide right at the edge. Fish that bottom side and the front side and the side side. It doesn't matter. You can go all around that rock pile and catch hogs. And if it's a little bit, I've caught them up to a quarter mile off the rock pile. Just happened to just drift a little bit, and there they are, just hog.
You probably hit a little bit of live bottom.
They love a little live bottom. They don't need a lot.
Bottom, sandy bottom is what because they're gonna. Somebody said in there rooting earlier. Yep.
Yeah, they love to root.
They're taking that big mouth of theirs and they're swaying that sand back and forth, looking for crustaceans and any kind of critters they can eat.
They like that sand. That's why that hog ball does well, because it hits the bottom, makes that sand poof, and they think, oh boy, it's dinner time. It's time to eat.
John, you know what we did?
What did we do? We missed
We've
something?
ranted, we've raved, we've complained, we bitched, we moaned.
Yep.
Did we have any fun?
Hell yeah.
Did you guys have fun?
I always have fun doing this.
No, nobody commented.
I can rant till the cows come home, or Eric pushes a button.
There we go.
Your choice.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There we go. So for the people at home, you know, there's a
a button. Yep.
And I don't know that you
That's
can see
the John
it, but,
Kill button.
Yeah, but one of those buttons there says rant.
It says kill John.
you hit the rant button and it's
Hit it for him.
the rant button. There we go. Yeah.
Here we go again.
And I normally do this.
He's talking. How long this rant's gonna last? Doesn't he know we only have an hour to do the show?
Oh man.
The rant button. There we go.
I've never heard it.
And I normally do this.
I don't watch myself.
Doesn't he know we only have an hour to do the show?
Oh man.
Doesn't he know we only have an hour to do this show?
Damn, Chris.
Oh.
Chris is giving some up north number right there. What's that all about, Chris? I hope that's not our current location. He's giving it out to the fuzz.
Go get him.
It's all right. Rick said everybody throw together for our bail money, so we appreciate that.
Go get him, boys.
All right, John. Show everybody what they are going to win tonight. From
Scramps.
Captain's Cove, some DOAs.
And they can't see him because it went through.
Well, it's green. Yeah.
Yep. Jim's Jigglies.
Yep.
Calcutta Suncatcher.
Catcher.
Quate Baits. Couple Sonny's barbecue dinners.
Yep.
Styling and profiling in my Salt Life hat.
There you go.
20% off coupon from Salt Life on your
There you
next
go.
order.
Your very own 20% off.
And this one's given to you by John King.
Ah, that does have a JK in it. Very nice.
you by
So
John
you
King?
called that code out right
Called
off
that
the bat.
code for Rick. That was for Rick, buddy.
Yep. All right, boys and girls. So,
Killer question tonight, guys.
If this is the first time you ever watched the show, what we do is we're getting ready to ask a question. And basically, you're going to type in the answer. The first 5 answers we see right, we write your name down on a piece of paper right here, put your name in a bucket, and we draw the winner. So that's how this works. John, are you ready? Tonight's question is not so much about fishing, but more to do with our great state of Florida. Are you ready for tonight's question? I got to get on the right page here. Let's see. All right, now I can see everybody's comment. And, whoo, there just happened to be a pin right there. Boy, starting at 7 kind of screwed me over. I didn't have a pin there for a second. All right. Tonight's question, John. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm sorry. I had to
okay.
hold that guy down,
so
I had to answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Tonight's question. In what year did the Florida Keys secede from the U.S.? Again, in what year did the Florida Keys secede from the U.S.?
Well, what the heck are they part of? How do you succeed from the U.S.? You're attached to Florida.
Well,
You may be the southernmost, furthermost part of the little Bible, but you can't succeed. Where are you going? In the ocean?
Let's see who knows the answers here.
Somebody does. They're answering something. These people just know this kind of stuff?
I guess.
Because they didn't Google that fast. There's no way they Googled it that fast.
I don't know.
I say it doesn't happen that fast.
Yeah.
Even Siri's got to think about it. Jeez, that was fast.
Yeah.
That's everybody?
All right, there we go.
1982.
Yeah, so
John
just,
did not know the answer to this, by the way.
Yeah. So just a little piece of history here. The Republic, whose motto was "We succeed where others failed," was born following a 1982 U.S. Border Patrol blockade of the island chain. In protest, citizens organized a secession, declared war on the mother country, surrendered 60 seconds later, and demanded $1 billion in foreign aid.
Wow.
So there you go.
Did they get it?
How about that?
Did they get the aid?
From your Florida Keys.
Did they get the aid?
The Conch
Republic?
Yep.
It's
we
the
go.
Conch Republic.
There you go. Everybody gotta love Google. All right. So John, who is in our box? Let's see.
Wow.
We've got Rick made the cut, Denise made the cut, Tyler made the cut, Chris made the cut, and Andrew made the cut, which I think I saw. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Oh, wow. Well, happy birthday, Andrew.
Yeah. We don't always catch everybody's happy birthday,
Nope,
but
no,
when I'm
get it.
stalking on Wednesday, sometimes
every
I see
now
some
and then
things.
we see it. Yep.
All right, John, pick us a winner. Just one?
I got one.
What you got?
Oh, the
boy.
ladies. The ladies.
Oh, it was a lady?
Yep.
Yeah.
Denise,
there we go.
the ladies.
Congratulations, Denise.
Denise.
Hell of a nice prize package tonight.
That could go as a lady's hat, huh? Not bad.
It's unisex.
Unisex hat. That'll work. I think she'll be happy with that.
I like it. That throws me back to that late 70s, early 80s style. I think I like that.
That throws me back to the Keys when we succeeded.
And when, John?
1982.
There you go. How about that?
That's the succession in the $1 billion I'm hiding in my house. In gold, by the way.
In gold.
Gold, I tell you. There's gold in that there house.
Oh, Dale says he gave her the answer.
Oh, Dale. Can't even let Denise enjoy her win.
Yeah.
Way to go, Dale. Yes. Party on, bro. I gave her the answer. I love it. I love it.
John,
Now, Denise, go make Dale a sandwich. Whoa.
John, we got the end to another one. What a fun kind of evening here.
Again, guys, we're getting railroaded. I mean, it is what it is, but, you know, the little train that could can't now.
Yep.
But oh well. Let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Siri gave us the answer.
Siri's quick.
See, this one we got to start going back to we hit a number in this picture.
Yeah.
Remember
That way
those?
they can't use
Kind of like
Siri.
the colorblind test. You know, it had.
They can't use Siri.
Very few people got those. Those were
Because Siri
tough, long
spelled
nights.
backwards as Iris.
Iris. I guess. Yeah, kind of, sort of. There we go. All right, John. We Be Tailin is brought to you by Shasty McNasty Fishing.
Captain Cove Outfitters.
Knotty Tails.
Jim's Jigs.
Filletzall Blades.
Aquatic Nutrition. Oh, man.
Plash Lights.
Karrie's Custom Rods.
Bonnie with State Farm.
Caddycan.
Native Nautical Mailboxes.
Salt Life.
The Power Pole.
Sea Bass Welding.
Yeah, and Sonny's Barbecue. Thanks, Josh and Melissa. We'll see everybody next week. Peace out.